There's several things I no longer remember how to do.
Yeah, me too.
Where are we?
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
In the new stew with you and you.
Yeah.
Good morning, people kind. Welcome back to Fresh, Slick, and Mick. We are transplanted and so excited. How y'all doing today?
Well, after that sip of coffee,
Ooh.
lovely. It's I think the first time we had fresh coffee at the beginning of recording ever.
Oh,
that's true, right?
I think that's very true. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is our. Although I can't smoke in here.
Yeah. How you gonna hold up with that?
Well, I want to quit anyway. So
Okay.
it's gonna be good. I think for the long run, and for you guys not to breathe that shit in.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Also, I appreciate it because now it's my house. And
Well, that too.
And it's warm in here.
yeah.
It's like, fuck, I'm gonna smoke anyways. Okay.
How you doing, Mickey?
Minus the stress of the last little while, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fuck
nice of
me.
you to fucking join us,
Yeah.
bro.
Right.
Jesus, Murphy.
I sounded super hoser there.
Yeah, eh?
Nice of you to
Were you
fucking
out
join
for a
us.
fucking rip,
Out
bud?
for a rip there, bud?
You fuckery.
No, Mickey's good. School's getting to a little bit of a bumpy start, but I think I'm gonna be okay. And I am.
What do you mean start, bro?
Okay, it's been 4 weeks. I'm always a late starter when it comes to school.
I love you.
But no, good. Work's been a little crazy. I'm just honestly super excited to do this. I've been thinking about it pretty much since the last time we recorded. I just been very excited to do this again.
So excited that you can be about to get here, even close to on time.
No, that's how excited I was. I wanted to delay it to enjoy it more.
Motherfucker.
This makes lots of sense.
All right. Well,
Hey, whoa. Shh.
What?
How are you?
honestly,
So
I'm
going on with
still
the
a little
show.
fucking sour. I was excited all day, and then by the time recording was an hour late, I was ready to
And what is
dummy
it
Mickey
wasn't
when he
me.
came through the door.
Wasn't me this time.
It wasn't you this
I mean,
time.
I was late from when I said I was gonna be here, but that's because I just forgot a bunch of shit. So
But still mad early.
anyway,
Whatever. I'm over it.
fuck you.
Anyway,
Wow.
this is episode 21. 21.
2-1.
Like the amount of Tinder matches that I have failed with today.
Very good.
Wow, that's good in one day.
Yeah, episode 21 of Windsor, Ontario's finest modern millennial bro down. Today we're going to be talking about healthy eating on a budget. How the fuck do you do it?
Simple answer is you don't.
You don't. You just fucking die.
Yep.
You just die. Eat a
That's
lot
the
of.
end of the episode. See you later.
That's my secret.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I used to do it. It's been a while since I've done that, honestly, because I'm back at home.
Yeah.
Mama cooks, and she cooks good.
I'm good.
Yeah, she cooks that mean vegan stuff, man.
Oh, she's. I know.
No, she's not. It's
Oh.
weird because like my mom will have like a burger. It's hilarious actually. My dad will cook something, and like anytime my dad cooks anything, my mom just like takes a bite and just like pushes it away. It's like I'm not gonna eat that.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's hilarious. Or even if she cooks meat sometimes though, like she'll take one bite of a burger and then not eat it, and then I kind of go off on her. I'm like,
Because you said she don't like me, right?
she doesn't really like meat. Yeah, she gets grossed out. She does like if it's done perfectly. And even then, she won't eat a lot of it, which is weird. But I almost have her convinced to go. She's
Really?
like, she said to me the other day, the only reason she won't go plant based is because my dad likes meat.
Well, if I may, is it almost like a smoker where you're trying to quit, but everybody around you smokes? So is it kind of hard that way, maybe?
No, yeah, I mean, I think it's different because she cooks for him because my dad cooks like hot dogs and craft dinner, right? That's his level of cooking.
Sure.
Sick.
Right, my mom
Bachelor cooking.
is the cook. She cooks all weekend, every weekend. It's insane. Like 9 a.m. I go to make breakfast or like a toast, and I can't even do it. The kitchen is destroyed already.
Oh my
She's
God.
got like 2 soups going. She's got something in the oven. Smoke alarm's going off because it's right there. My dad, yeah, let's put it right next to the oven. Like I'm like that every time you make bacon or some shit, it just goes off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So
Well, that raises an interesting thing, asking about going vegan, because I had a conversation with a friend the other day who was pointing out how veganism is kind of a first world privilege, which I thought was, in some ways, a very interesting point, and in some ways just so incredibly flawed, because a lot of vegan cooking comes from traditionally non-Western style recipes and cultures.
Yeah.
They aren't
Yeah.
rich.
No. Well, I'd say
No.
like rice isn't of abundance in other countries, and if that's pretty much you got rice and spices, that's it.
And that's exactly it, man. I mean, the bulk of what goes into me is rice, beans, lentils, penis, yeah,
Penis.
and then produce and obviously, like you said, spices. And like none of that costs anything. What, like, if I just bought that, my grocery bill, because I looked at some when we decided on this topic, my grocery bill would be like $40 a week, maybe, and I eat a fuck ton.
You do. I've seen your meal prepping. I'm just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And
But
that's
I-
for like 3 days.
But I also buy other things because I can afford it, so I don't care. But if I had to, if I was on like a razor thin budget or whatever, yeah, I could easily eat $50 a week, completely full, all good. You know what I mean?
Dang.
Yeah.
But with that one big splurge at the beginning, though. Like, if you're going to switch your diet, there's that one big splurge you got to
Oh yeah, you gotta accommodate. Yeah.
You got to go. You
You can't
spend
go
$100.
vegan without paprika.
No.
You cannot do it.
You can't. You cannot do it. It's almost. No, you can. You can. I did it.
No, I really
What
like
the fuck
paprika.
is wrong with you?
Lots of things. Not.
Now, well,
No,
here's,
even that. Yep. My
here's
nutrition.
here's the real question though. Did you do it because you didn't want paprika, or you just ran out and didn't want to buy more?
That's real.
No, when I went, when I went to the dark side. No, I went and did the splurge. I spent about $240
On what?
on. I bought everything, like a bunch of canned beans, lentils,
Okay.
every kind of lentil. I had the money at the time, so I wasn't balling up, like I wasn't on a budget here. I was like, okay, I'm gonna replace everything in my house with this shit, right? So I bought.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
if you buy 6 different bags of lentils, that might be $50 right there.
Yeah.
But that's also going to last you a year.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So I bought all my main shit, right? And then
Yeah.
when I would go groceries after that, it was like $40.
Yeah.
I just get a bunch of fucking veggies.
But you did something that I never did. Was you ate a fuck ton of raw produce.
That's what really saved me, man. It was
Yeah.
just like I just buy the veggies. I wouldn't cook them. It saved on time too as well.
Sure.
And I just fucking love raw fruits and veggies, man. Like
That's
honestly,
good.
I could eat a bag of fucking carrots just in one sitting. I could eat 4 peppers and like 8 cucumbers, tomatoes like apples, onions
cheese.
like
Wow.
apples, man. Like I just love raw veggies.
Is that a stoner thing?
Ha.
No, that was before I was a stoner.
No shit.
And then it just fucking skyrocketed.
It just got that much
But
better.
but like if you commit to it, right? Like eating mostly raw
Mm-hmm.
veggies and shit like that, it's cheaper because you don't really have to buy that many spices. You don't got to buy like
No, the shit already tastes like shit.
yeah, it just tastes like fucking ground. Like, right? You know what I mean? But if you are trained that you're just eating for fuel and not for fun,
Yeah.
you can do it.
Sure.
And that's an excellent point, man. Especially for athletes. I find athletes understand this better than the average person. And it took me a really long time because when I, first I started working out, and then I went plant based after that. I was spending forever in the kitchen, forever. But now I make a handful of giant meals on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And I don't really care. I mean, they do generally taste good because I know what I'm doing by this point. But it doesn't matter. You don't care. You're like
you just shove it in your mouth and eat it.
calories, carbs, fat, protein. Here we go.
Get in
Question.
there.
Yeah.
If I recall from earlier, you said you've always had an issue with your chips. How you doing with that?
Well, I haven't tried to do anything with it, so I still eat. But you know what it is, dude? It's not like I'm not smashing bags of Doritos or anything. Even in this way, I'm cheap. I just get like tortilla chips, just like the cheapest, no name,
Biggest bag.
big motherfucking bag of corn chips.
Yep.
For $4.
Okay.
And eat that through the week. But I just love it.
I know you like
Good
chips.
And it's a great excuse to eat guac. Not that I need that either.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people, I've seen people just eat guac, like just straight guac. And like I'll do that at the end of the bowl when I don't got no chips left. But I like that combo. I don't know.
Combo's the best.
I don't know.
man.
Yeah.
And you got that salt with the guac, like it's just, and then the crunch with the soft.
Okay, we're gonna take a break real
Good
quick.
contrast.
You know what tip I got? Cumin in the guac.
Yeah.
Dash of cumin.
Yeah,
Really?
bro.
You knew this and you've been holding out on me?
I just thought you knew.
Oh, motherfucker.
See, he thought
Dude,
better. of
cumin
you.
is. I use that in a lot of shit when I used to cook.
Yeah.
Like I honestly, man, like I try to cook still. Like I'll go in the kitchen and be like, "You need to cook. It's Saturday." And like, okay, my mom's like, "You can have this section of the table, and I need the rest of the fucking kitchen and 3 burners and the oven." I'm like, "All right, just forget about it. I'm gonna go eat this jar of peanut butter."
Where's all this food go?
What do you mean?
I
What
mean,
do you mean food? My mom's food?
yeah.
In my stomach?
God damn.
Well, she makes. I tell her she doesn't have to cook for me, but she still does. So 'cause she likes cooking, and she's really good.
All right.
She'll give you
Well, this is a really good way to not answer the question of the
Yeah.
day, because if everybody's mom just cooked for them, we'd all be set.
Yeah, man. Well, that's my answer.
Everybody move home.
Although I am a better cook than my mom.
So. Really, eh?
Yeah. She's gotten, like, especially the last couple years, I don't know if she was like, if she was jealous or she was just like, oh, this fucking idiot can do it, I can do it. But like, we always had like really, really, really standard North American meals, like fucking pork chops and potatoes and shit like that, like all the time. And this is one thing where I'll get ahead of myself a little bit. A lot of people don't like the idea of planning their meals because they say it's boring. But I don't know about you guys, but we ate the same shit every week anyway. Pretty much on like a 5 to 7 day rotating schedule.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I've actually never thought of that before.
Yeah, man.
You'd have like your stock like spaghetti night.
Yeah.
And then like your pork chops, potatoes, green beans.
Yeah.
And then one
Chicken
day like your
night.
mom doesn't feel like cooking, so it's a can of soup and a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
And then like and then you just go through the cycle.
Yeah,
it still happens. I see it in my house all the time.
We always had, when I was a kid, I loved hot dogs.
Oh.
I know.
Fuck you.
I know. I ate like shit when I was a kid.
Well, we all
right.
probably did.
But I'd eat like 4 hot dogs 3 nights a week.
Damn.
This was voluntary.
Dude, that's
I know, it was gnar.
that is so gnar.
It was
That's
gnar. I'm
worse
sorry.
than me.
Yeah, it wasn't good. But anyway, okay. So, healthy eating, on the other hand,
Yeah.
why is it so hard?
To do on a
Mickey?
budget or in general?
Well,
In general is the first question.
geez, where the hell do you start? I think the big first thing, and I really like that you pointed it out already, is the people, they don't want a meal plan. Like that's, as far as I'm concerned, that should be first step into step 1 almost, to really understand what you're going to eat. But people, they like they're the same shit they eat all the time. Like, I don't want to mix it up. I don't want to think of it differently. I just want to eat my food and be done. However, I do have a list of things that one can do to begin saving money and or making it easier on their budget, obviously. So, right off the bat, buy fresh produce when in season. Seasonal produce, and then freeze it. First thing you do, get it home, freeze it. And it's
Okay.
funny, it wasn't until I started working at a grocery did I just overheard it all the time.
Grocer.
Whatever. Grocer. That I overheard it. Oh, I'm going to take this home and freeze it. Oh, I'm going to take this home and freeze it. I'm like, does everybody freeze everything? Like, I had no idea, obviously, right? But it was just hilarious.
That's
Is this
actually
like last
huge.
week?
No, and I solicited a lot of conversations on this subject in preparation, and that was one of the better answers I got. Was a guy who said, you just buy in bulk when shit's cheap and freeze it.
Yeah.
And that can be a kind of luxury too. But if you have it, oh my God, what a good way to do it. But you're getting ahead of us, Mickey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Way ahead, actually.
Way
ahead. Yeah.
I just want to know, why is it so hard to eat healthy?
I know why.
Hit me.
Because a deep fried mozzarella stick tastes better than a raw carrot.
Okay.
It's pleasure. Everything is about pleasure. It's instant gratification. The minute it hits your tongue, that sensation you get, whatever's released in your fucking brain that makes you go, oh, I just fucking love all this junk.
Well, and
That's a real thing, man.
You know what? And I'm a little disappointed in myself that I didn't look into that part of it about the psychological effects of food over the years. Because, geez, you go back 100 years ago, maybe 150 years ago, how was food really advertised? It was like, well, I'm hungry. Go get food. What food? Whatever we can fucking afford. And not die.
You go back over 100 years ago, and food wasn't advertised.
But that's what I mean.
You
though.
didn't need to advertise for people to eat.
That's what I mean. And but for now, like you said, like, oh, a mozzarella stick, a deep fried mozzarella stick tastes way better than a baby carrot. But it's also that psychological effect of like, oh, this is better, full of grease and bad stuff, and they figure out what's bad. Well, sorry, what tastes good, regardless of the consequences, and then you go from there. And that's probably a big part of it is food addiction.
Yeah, and then, okay, I didn't look this up.
Well, hold on one sec.
Oh.
We're geared towards sweetness and fats. Like that tells our brains good things because on an evolutionary perspective, that meant, get as much of this as you can while you can because the starvation is coming off in the distance. The problem is now the starvation doesn't come.
No, we haven't evolved fast enough.
Yeah, so sorry, go on, Slick.
No, that's okay. I watched this video a while ago, and I can't remember any terms or anything. And I can't find the video.
Slick science.
It's there, though, because it was funded by Bill Gates, man. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It was a legit video. It's on. I just can't. I got to contact my cousin.
Sure.
She'll send it to me. I got to send it to you guys, though. It's really cool. Because it's about the organisms or, like, the bacteria, the microorganisms in your stomach.
Like the gut flora.
Your gut
Your gut
microbiome.
flora. And how there's a bunch of different ones, and it all depends what you eat. And that type will pretty much breed, right? So if you're feeding if you're feeding your stomach a bunch of bullshit, sugars, fats, that flora is going to just breed rapidly, and that's what it's going to make you crave. But if you switch it, right, and eat a lot of veggies and shit,
sir.
that's what it's going to make you crave at the end of the day, right? But
No, you're going deeper than I thought we were going to go, but that's so real because all the shit that lives inside you has an incredible effect on your brain. And essentially your brain controls everything you feel. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, absolutely. These little microorganisms,
Dude,
when you feed them good shit, they make you feel good. And when you feed them bad shit,
They make you
bad
think
ones
you
come.
feel good, and you're actually destroying your body.
yeah, for a moment.
Yeah.
It's like Joe Rogan says, it's mouth pleasure.
it is. It's mouth pleasure. But there's actually like shit coming out that how powerful your stomach is on your brain.
Well, yeah.
Like how much
That-
of an impact it has on your entire body
That
and
whole
everything.
that whole thing with Parkinson's, they found that it doesn't start in the brain; it starts in the gut.
Yeah,
Parkinson's.
Is it Parkinson's?
Yeah,
That's insane.
that's
Yeah,
bonkers.
the gut is a super important thing, and also, I believe people don't eat healthy because it's actually cheaper to eat like shit.
Well, gee, you go to
That is a fascinating point.
you go to the store. It's like, oh, buy a liter of Coke for.
I'm not even talking about the
$2,
store, bro.
Oh.
I'm talking about you go to fucking McDonald's
Oh.
and a burger is less than a salad.
Okay, yeah, I'll agree with you on
That's
that
fucked.
one.
Okay, so
That's-
if that's real meat and we're going through that entire process of, getting that meat
Yeah.
as opposed to fucking vegetables that grow in dirt, why is it cheaper? I don't even understand that. I can't even begin to comprehend how
they've-
meat is cheaper than
Because
salad.
they've built an industry around it.
Right.
We cause famines in other countries for their grain to feed our meat.
Mm-hmm.
That's nutty.
It's crazy. But I just still can't personally I still don't understand how people just like everyone's just like, oh, this makes sense.
Well, it
or just
just-
goes along with it. Like, you know.
That video you sent me the other day about calorie efficiency, because if we just ate the plants, or even just mostly ate the plants,
Right.
you'd get 9 calories for whatever.
For one.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 for one.
compared to the 1 if you eat the lowest or like the most efficient form of meat, which was, I think they said chicken, which is only 1. So it's 9 to 1 calories.
It takes
per
9
cost.
calories to get 1. Yeah.
Right.
That's
so
amazing.
it's a huge loss. And that's on the most efficient food.
Yeah.
Beef is the least efficient.
Not to mention the waste is like, what did they say, 400, 800% on meat. The meat industry is like,
Yeah, it's actually the worst on pigs.
right, 800% or something. And on produce, it's about 40%.
But
So
this
there's the
isn't
difference.
But this isn't where we advocate for plant-based diet. It's just
No, but that has to do with the price of the food, too.
Okay.
it has to do with the price of the
yeah.
food, and it also has to do with health, because everybody knows you're supposed to eat your fucking veggies, and it has to do with availability. So these costs directly connect to that, whether people want to admit it or not.
Yeah.
So that's my piece for that.
I
That's
got
the
a
disclaimer.
little side story
Yeah.
here because it just reminded me.
Fire away.
Not like a crazy one, but did you hear about the new Canadian food guide?
Fuck yeah.
Dude, I listened to the AM 800 the day it was released or whatever, and I'm in my kitchen having a fucking coffee and shit, and the people are going off. It was hilarious hearing all these people call in.
Now,
Don't fucking tell me how to eat.
Was it-
They're mad about it.
of course they are.
Were you listening to Lynn Martin? Because her calls are
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, it's just I'm just like one day I'm gonna call in and I'm gonna get banned from AM 800.
She's a savage, though.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with her a lot of the time, too.
No, but she's just great because she's an assassin.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
She is. She's good to listen to. But people were mad, not so much about like the food that was on it, because it was very plant heavy.
Heavy.
No red meat. They very rarely mentioned dairy. You know,
Dairy was off the list.
Yeah.
That was
So-
fucked.
Yeah, fuck you, Dairy Cartel.
But people were mad about the tax dollars that went into it to put the research into it.
They've never thought about it before.
People were like, "Fucking, I pay these tax dollars to tell to the government to tell me what to eat." I'm like, really, dude? Shut the fuck up. Anyway,
You're
It's
taxed.
the fattest, most useless piece of shit saying that too.
oh yeah, you know it is.
Yeah.
Probably having a
And-
fucking cigarette.
Well, it's like did they not understand that everything that's told to them by the government is paid for by them? It's just the one thing they don't like. Go, I don't want my tax dollars paying for that. It's like there's a lot of other things that you don't understand that your money's going to. You fat sack of shit. Jesus.
I just thought it was an
That was a
interesting
blanket
thing
judgment.
Fuck.
that how heavy the plants were on, and then how pissed people got about everything about it.
What I worry about that conclusion, because obviously I'm fully in support of it, but I've always said this, I'm not fully convinced that meat is the worst thing you can put in your body, especially better forms of meat than industrial agriculture. So I like this new food guide a lot, but I also don't want it to swing on trends, which veganism is really trendy right now.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to be it. Now, if it's geared towards an overall maintenance of health, because a reduction in meat for 90% of people aren't fucking super athletes.
Yeah.
No.
This crazy concern about